Hi, my name is Ellen and I'm a naturalist out at Severson Dells Nature Center. And I wanted to take a moment to share a few tips with you on how you can enjoy a nice winter fire. Did you know that if you live in the city of Rockford, you can only have a recreational fire at your home if you're cooking food? If you want to enjoy a nice crackling fire this winter season and not necessarily be barbecuing, you might want to consider visiting one of our forest preserves or rockcut state park and take advantage of the options that they offer there. At the forest preserves, you need to call and let them know that you want to use one of the campsites, and that way they know that you will be there. Keep in mind that you will be parking outside the gates and you'll have to walk into the campsites, so be prepared for that. At Rockcut State Park, the Plum Grove Loop is what is open for camping, and you can't call for reservations, but when you get there, you have to fill out a permit at the gate when you arrive. And so you are doing a self-permitting system at the Rockcut State Park. But both the Forest Preserves and Rockcut do not permit you to have just day use at the campsites. However, at the Forest Preserves, you can have day use fires if you are at one of the picnic shelters that has a fireplace like this, or you can use the picnic shelters where they have grills set up so you can have a cookout there as well. Fuel. You're going to need to have wood for your fire. Both the Forest Preserves and the State Park, they ask that you do not collect downed wood for the fires, so you have to bring your fuel with you. And the best thing to do is either bring fuel or wood from your home, or you can purchase fuel from people who sell campfire wood on the roadsides. So when you are building a fire, you need the following things. You need some tinder. Tinder is the really fine stuff that catches fire immediately. So you take your tinder and you make it nice and loose, and that's what you put down first. Then you're going to have wood that you have split off from the split firewood that's probably about as thick as a toothpick, so really, really fine. And you need a good sized pile of that stuff. And you're going to make a little teepee around your tinder bundle out of that fine stuff. Your next size is you're going to want to have wood that's about as thick around as a pencil. So you add your pencil and your toothpick size to your teepee, and then I like to take the wood that's maybe 1 or 2 fingers in thickness and build a log cabin around my teepee. So what happens is you're ready to go, you strike your match or you use your lighter and you ignite your tinder bundle. That's going to burn super fast, and it's going to produce enough heat that the really fine kindling will catch. But that kindling is going to burn fast too. So that's why you need a lot of it, that's that toothpick size stuff, and feed it in. And just keep feeding it, and it's going to burn up quickly, but building a pile of coals as it does so. Once it's going and generating enough heat, you can start adding the pencil-sized wood. And you're going to keep feeding it, feeding it, feeding it. It's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter, a bigger bed of coals, and soon you can add the single finger-size wood to it. About this time, your log cabin is going to start to get warm enough that it could catch fire, which is awesome. It's just what you want. So you're going to start adding your wood, your thicker pieces, although keep some small stuff available in case the bottom starts to burn out and it's still not hot enough to completely catch the big stuff. So keep feeding in your small wood. And eventually you will have your fire and you can add your bigger pieces of wood to it. Awesome. So after your food is cooked, let your fire start to die down, so that when it's time to go, you only have a few coals left to put out. So the best thing to do is to take a cup and use that to scoop water out of your bucket and pour it on those glowing coals. It'll take longer to do it that way, but it's much more effective. Get a stick, stir those coals around, make sure there's no smoke and no red glow, and then you know your fire is fully extinguished. So fires in the winter are always enjoyable. They keep you warm, they help cook your food, and they provide ambiance. I invite you to bask by a nice winter fire this season, and just remember to do it safely, bring your fuel with you, and make sure that your fire is completely put out. before you leave. Have a great winter and toast a marshmallow for me.